Welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. I'm dear darling, and why are we here? What truth awaits us? Why don't we answer more of these questions together? Well, last time I don't remember what we were doing. Oh, we're in a level. I remember. We're on a gateway switch. In my head, I called it latchkey for some reason, but we're on this level, and honestly, I'm very stuck on this level. It's level 7, so we're actually very near the end. But therein of a difficulty is how we will solve it. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean, right? Wherein the difficulties how we solve it makes no sense to me. What did I just say? I also don't know how we're gonna solve it. Didn't mean to do that. It's like this, right? Excuse me? Okay, no, that is right. Then you go up here, and then you go over here, and you do that, so hold it open, so then everything can come out. What? So then you can do that, then you can grab that, and then you can do that, then everything can come out. Which is an interesting sort of like, it's almost like you're lockpicking this sort of thing to untangle these two to get everything out. Now the hard part is, how do we go from that to getting through this? We need 1, 2, 3 gates open. The 4th one has to be jammed. So 4 gates open, has to be jammed, so we have to be carrying the jammer as we go through this. And there must be some sort of sick technique we can do to sort of get through. I'm pretty sure these windows are here for the jammer. And the entire idea is we had to set up, I think, this thing in such a clever place. I don't know what that clever place is, but which allows us to actually open things up. Because we can do that, we can open up the blue laser. But we need to be able to do something here to switch to opening the red laser. And then, so whatever we do in here, we jam one of these two things. It will switch it over to the red laser. And then we need to be able to take off the jammer and it needs to stay on the red laser. We basically need to set up a toggle. Obviously, we're going to connect to these 3. That goes without saying. The hard part is figuring out how we're going to have a toggle between all of these 4. My initial idea was something like this, wasn't it? Because then you can start off with this. It will keep that open. Fantastic. But how do we close it again? The answer is you can't. You do this and it closes it again. Did I not try this? This just works, doesn't it? What? I swear I tried this. Am I dumb? I might be dumb. I swear. I can swear I tried this. Because I had a thing where I was just like, the thing we need to do is make sure that the connector is behind both of the blue things at some point. Because then you can do this and then it switches over like this. I don't know what, because that immediately drops that jamming gate, right? It can hold itself open, but if I open that up... Wait, what makes it even drop? It disrupts the red laser going into that, and thus none of them work, right? So like it opens it up. Now it's a mixed laser, blue and red, both going into that, which drops that gate, and then immediately the blue laser takes over. I swear I tried this. I could have sworn I did this. Am I losing my mind? Did I not try this solution? I swear, in my mind, that was the first...
1K, that was a hard one.
Thank you. In my mind, that was the first solution I tried when I did this. But clearly it wasn't. I don't know, I'm gonna have to like watch my previous episode to try and figure out what I didn't or didn't do. I'm so confused. I swear I tried it. Oh, hello, what's this? Interesting sort of dynamic here. I don't know what's going on there.
Are the generators working?
Yep, all good. Those Mark IIs are real workhorses.
Mark IIs?
Wow, did you finish the setup?
Yes. Sorry I couldn't wait. It was so much fun to just do something again without having to endlessly discuss it first.
I think it sounds very different here.
We have a lot of work ahead of us, though.
We do, but Honestly, Cornelius, I haven't felt this excited in years. Just imagine, one day they'll come here and we'll be able to show them a whole new world.
A whole
A
new
different future right
world.
at their fingertips.
Well, I mean, that's
You
a
do think
motivation,
we
isn't
can
it?
do it, right?
I think, and forgive me if this sounds sentimental, as long as we're together, we can do anything.
We still haven't found the Sphinx statue, right? This is the Prometheus statue, which we've now found. But the Sphinx statue, we saw it, but we never actually approached it. That might be the final question mark we have on our map. But nonetheless, let us solve this final level, and then we'll take it from there. We don't need to be in too much of a rush of trying to do things, you know? Just figure out where we're going from here. Photon sail. Whoa, it's a light bridge from Portal. Okay. Huh, okay. We haven't seen a swapper yet, so that's interesting. Let's go have a look up here. Now this is interesting. This suggests to me we're going to need both cubes. And because the cubes can't fall through the thing, we'll need to stand on this, turn around, stand, turn around, stand, turn around like that. So what needs to be in the swapper? The only possibility for something to be in the swapper, unless that fan's detachable, it has to be this. I was going to call it the Joy-Con. It's not called the Joy-Con. Has to be the connector, right? Oh, it is a detachable fan. Interesting. Right. How can we get in there? We need to bring something into it. Somehow. I don't know if we'll be able to grab it from there, to be honest. I have a feeling we won't be able to, but... Oh, we can! Interesting. So we can do this to swap the two. I don't know how we're going to grab it again, though. There we go. So now we've got the two cubes. Now we've got to figure out how to actually... do this, though. Because we can't grab this cube and get up here. But presumably this works. It does work, okay. So how do we take the cube up? Because I can't go low enough to grab it while ascending. Nor does that really feel like it's in the spirit of the game to do so. So what can we do with the two cubes out here to... Can we jump over this one? Oh, maybe. It doesn't seem possible. Feels like to me we need to do something else. Wait, what's this level called again as well? Photon sail. There's nothing else which we can use, right? No. But what can we do with a connector? We can get that open. Maybe there's a way we can... It had to be... No, it has to be the cube on the outside. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, we swapped with the connector. There's no way we can get in there without the connector. So really what we need to ideally do is grab the fan while having both cubes outside. No, hold on. What do we need to do? could swap with this one, but then I can't get out again, can I? No. Unless I can jump here? No, doesn't count as a cube. This feels like the next logical step, and we had to do something while we're out here without the connector. Because I think ultimately what we want is we want the fan. Why do we need the fan? No, we need anything. It doesn't... Well, I guess it could be the fan. But the only way to get the fan is via the connector. So the question really becomes, how can we get the fan? What? We can jump like that? That's crazy. But this is basically just how we started, which is not very useful, mind you. We like need a cube on the outside now, but we can't do that anymore because we can't get back through. Somehow it feels like it may be relevant to do this, despite the fact it's not. This does nothing for us. The thing is, this is the inherent paradox of this, is we need this fan to actually get through to where the cubes are in the first place, but once we're through there we have to sacrifice something which we wish could be the fan, but it's not. The only thing we can sacrifice is the connector, but once we sacrifice the connector we need one other object, the only other object being the fan, to hold down the button. So there might be something obvious here I'm missing. I wouldn't be surprised. That is by the nature of how puzzle games end up going. There's no place we could put you in here, which that would work. The only thing we can do, which is symmetrical, is to do that. And then we can take the cube out, of course, but again, what do we do from this point? Taking the cube out is not the hard part. It's figuring out what to do afterwards. Can we swap it again? Oh god. Well, we can jump over this, actually. This can't be right, can it? Huh. Okay. I was not aware that we could do that, to be honest. Is this right? This feels weird. This doesn't feel like a solution. It feels more like I broke the mechanics of a game. Like, it doesn't feel like an intended solution to me, to be able to just hop that fence, but I mean, the real meat and potatoes of this level is meant to be this section here. This sort of old classic thing of moving about like this, right? Whatever it's called. Sort of like stepping stones. Puzzle fiend. Solve all regular puzzles. Nice. I'm surprised no one said anything in response to that. I guess it's because we solved the secret levels. So we would usually go to the gate at this point, but we have one final question mark left to discover, which must be the Sphinx puzzle. Oh, whoa, hello. The gate. Which is nearly open. This must be the final pyramid thing. So it must not be a point of no return, the mega structure. Which is interesting. I guess it must be a sort of thing where you can choose when to end the game, which is when we go back to civilization, right? We go back to New Jerusalem. And I assume you'll get different endings based on the amount of secrets and things that you solve. Oh, it's not the Sphinx, it's the lab. Fair enough. Explore all the lost labs. It's a luminescent cobweb. Okay, okay. Very run down, this one. Of course, down here, in the actual secret part, not so much. The mega structure, of course we need a lab for the actual mega structure itself. Never even occurred to me, but that makes perfect sense. Just sort of looking about the place. Okay. This has got to have some juicy, important logs on it, surely. From Cornelius. To Athena. Athena, I don't know if you're there, or why you're not answering. It's been a long time. But I think about you. And Miranda every day. In fact, I've been using the museum to further my research, and I think there is hope. You know I wouldn't say this lightly. Please respond. I'll return as soon as I can. I'll steal a VTOL if I have to. Yours, Cornelius. Remaining instabilities eliminated. Final confirmation. Version 1.0 successfully deployed. It is done. What now? The theory of everything. That's more of like a conclusion one for how Cornelius ended up coming back here. He literally stole a VTOL, I guess. Oh, another log. Motherhood. From Motherhood, 12 essays by Inessa Pechou. Sometimes I imagine myself following the matrilineal lineup against the river of time to the lives of my distant great-grandmothers. I try to imagine the sheer horror of motherhood, the agony of childbirth, the risk of death with every birth, the certainty of losing some of one's children. To us, now, the loss of a child is a horror almost beyond words, a grief so deep it must seem almost insurmountable. I try to imagine what it meant to live in a world where it was a ubiquitous reality, where you could only choose to respond with either an ever-deepening pain or an inhuman numbness. And all of it tied to the foundation stone of your existence, as a body. This journey to the past reminds me that my freedom as a woman is on some level technological. Without medical technologies, I am reduced to the cruel logic of nature, which cares nothing about reproduction. Without machines, I become a machine. Only machines allow us to be more than machines ourselves. Depending on the date that this gets uploaded on, it could be a rather on-topic conversation for those in America. Spugner to Athena. Dear Founder, I heard a story that you left because you discovered a way for us to become beings of flesh. But please, Founder, if this is true, please tell me how to achieve this miracle. I hate being a creature of metal and plastic, an abomination to the earth. Every day I curse myself for being immortal, for mindlessly consuming energy, for being so unlike the graceful animals to whom the planet truly belongs. I've stripped as many parts of this vile skeleton as I can, but it's not enough. I still am a machine. For the longest time, I couldn't understand the source of my unhappiness. I sought to blame our mayor and his associates for the decisions that made my life so miserable. I see that my problems aren't external at all. It's all me. And if I can change myself, if I could make myself truly human, I'd be happy. Please, Founder, take pity on me. Yours in faith, Spugner, 932. From Hypatia. Dear Athena, I've been following the expedition to this incredible machine you built. I don't know what's going on, and I wish Cornelius had told us the truth before he vanished. I wish both of you had told us everything from the beginning, to be honest. It's unfair to just abandon us. But then, I abandoned you too, didn't I? After we lost Arabai, I couldn't see anything except the unbearable permanence of our absence. It took me centuries to start getting involved again. But I did, Athena. I came back. And so can you. Love, Hypatia. Oh, that's actually a very powerful one. I came back and so can you. Gosh. Makes you very much reflect, I suppose, on your own mortality, when immortality is the norm, isn't it? I expect someone may be waiting for us once we leave the lab to have a conversation with. I don't know if Melville's already done it, so it's got to be someone else, surely. Feels like to be an ongoing theme with the labs. Oh, no, okay. We haven't seen the Sphinx statue, though. No. I don't remember where I saw it. It was on nearby some level. And it was just on a rooftop, a cliff top. So I guess we'll have a bit of a circle walk around. Just so we can find the actual thing itself. It must have ended up being marked on my map then. At some point, because I don't see a question mark on my map anymore. But I also don't see a star, which I think is a usual sign for the Sphinx puzzle, right? I cannot recall where I saw it though. I was just like, oh, I'll see that again at some point, and then I never saw it again. What was that? Is that a Cornelius? That is a Cornelius. Or Athena. It's a remnants of someone. I guess we'll do this in the next episode. Now look at it, it's been 20 minutes. So, for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Talos Principle 2 and I've been Dear Darling. Oh, there is a question mark. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewells. Until next time, bye-bye for now.